Hi, Sunil here. So right now we are going to discuss about inline frame. So what is inline frame? Where we have to use it. So these two questions arise here. Inline frame we can use within the web page. So in a frame we have to create frame set, but inline frame you can use along with the other syntax, others tags. Just like you can use list tag in your web page, along with list tag you can use frame too. So you can take the advantages of frame as well. So inline frame means within the document. So within the your simple web page you can use frame also, and that frame called as inline frame. So here's attributes, some of the attributes you done in previous practicals, in frame practicals. Some of not, so we will cover up all the things. So name, source, frame border, margin width, margin height, scrolling, align height. So let's go on our next page where I will show you what practical we are going to do right now. So here this is a page that we are going to create with the help of HTML. So here's the registration detail page, and we show some information in the left side. You can view admit card or form. I wrote it for here is form in inline frame. So we have a two inline frame, and we in one first in the top inline frame on the right side we will show our admit card web page that we already created in our previous practicals, and in the lower registration form page in this inline frame we are show registration form page. So user can use both of the things. If you want to submit your data or add data or register your data, so you can use register form page. If you want to view admit card, you can use this. So we can use along with our tags, another tags, and we should not use a frame set, all these things. So how we have to use it, let's go on practical. Okay, we are in our text editor, so we'll type our code here, HTML head. We use title here. Title name is inline frame. Title close here, and we close our head here. We start our body here, then close body here and close HTML here. So we done it. In the top we want to show registration detail, that we want to show the banner like that. So I use center tag and heading 1. So registration detail page, whatever you want to write it. I close my heading 1 and center 1. So I assume that you know all the things center and H1 what is it for. So for that I pressed enter, and I want to use some of the information here. If you want to view your registration form as well as admit card, so you can see in the inline frames. So I have to write the information here also. So I use H4 here. Admit card, so I want to use break here. You can view in inline frame, so I close my H1 here. So you saw that screen where I created my practical, that I want to create the practical. I showed you at the top of that page we want to write registration detail page, and left side we have this detail that I wrote it here. If you want to view admit card or form, you can view an inline frame, and then in the right side we have admit card, and below of that inline frame admit card we have form. So we want to create like that, but I just create along this practical. I'm not concentrated here that I have to create like that right now, but after that creation of this page, I will create the same like as it is that I want and that I created in the start of that video. So we start here. Inline frame syntax. So I for inline, then we have frame here. So what the name we want to give the inline frame, it's your choice. Just like I show you the target in the previous practical of frame, so we can use inline frame as a target here. We can display each and everything that we want to display. If you want to display some of the page here, so we can display it here. So it's totally depend upon. So right now this is not my focus, so my focus is to create inline frame. So I use src source. So right now I'm not using this, I blank it. I want to use two inline frame, first for admit card, second one for registration form. Then I give the name here. So I give the name here admit card. So this is could be anything. Then height. So I give the height here 400 pixel, or you can use percentage. This is totally depend upon you. I use width about 45%. I use both the combination. Okay, so where I want to see this, so I use align. So I want to see in the right side of the screen, so I use here right. Okay, so we can close we have to close our inline frame 2. So I frame here, I close it here. I again reuse my code, copied it, paste it here. Same admit card, I use registration form, regform form. So name could be anything. So everything is same. So here I want to add the source. I told you I already created admit card.html and registration form.html in the respective practicals. So I just give the address of that particular web pages. So I go to my location here, HTML. So I already created here, so I find out what is the name. So okay, I going to save my this file in this folder. So which we want to use. So here is the registration form .html file, so it's understood. Then we have to use admit card. Where is admit card? Admit card. Admit card. So I have to minimize this. Okay, here is admit card. So all the files is exist in this HTML folder. So I just give the name on that particular file and saved it. If it is exist in another folder or another drive, you have to write it all the whole location. Okay, so I saved my this. I will save my this file in the same location. That's why I give just name and then extension of that particular file. So here I want to show the admit card .html. Here is registration form .html. I just want to check it out the name again. If I wrote it wrong, so it will not display the form registration form. So I checked the spelling, it's correct. I saved this the same location. I told you in desktop in HTML folder. So if you saved your file in the same location, then you don't have required to write all the location, just like C drive, then this folder and this folder, then file name, then extension. When you saved in same folder, just give the name and then extension. Finished it. So my practical name is inline iframe .html. Saved it. Minimize this. Go to my folder inline frame iframe. So I I will open with the help of Mozilla Firefox. So you can see here is my form. It looks half, and this is my admit card. It's not look like that, and I showed in this earlier this video. So why I have to create like that? And some of the field I am not able to visualize where is name and where is class. So this is half. So I used it in inline frame, but it's together. I want admit card up and another form down. So I will use table to create like this. So this is your own imagination how you can create this. I will show you my screen, my practical screen. So I want to create like that, you know, this admit card top and then registration form. So for that we have to use table, and inside table we add this inline frame. Okay, so let's go on our text editor. So okay, we are in our text editor, so we are going to use table tag. So my table here is table. So I use 2 rows and 1 column. My first inline frame will be in the first column. So please, if you didn't know about how you have to use table, so please watch my previous videos. So I close my second column in the second row, first column in the second row, then I close my tr here. So I align last I have to close my table here. So table start here, and this is my first row and first column. This is my, okay, I have to close my row here. So if you start your row, you have to close your row too. So tr started here, tr close here, td close, and then tr started, and here. So I done it. I saved it here. I will show you here. I will refresh it. Okay, so what's the problem is going on? So I use aligned here. I used align here, so that's why this is happened. Then I have to use, without table we can use this, but I want to cut the line here. Saved it, refresh it. Okay, so this is will show in left side. Change the direction, so maybe I use center here, and I use center here. I saved it, so maybe we can change this. So I changed the location of both the inline frames. If I want to increase the spaces between the two frames, so we can use cell spacing or cell padding within the table tag. So here cell spacing or cell padding is better. I use padding here, the 50 points. Saved it. So it will increase the spaces between the frames. So how we can do this practical? So some of the attributes we used here that we didn't use in previous form practicals, inside frame practicals. So I will show you again. So it is an attribute we did name, we done use, we done source, frame border we done it again in our frame practical, margin width also done in our frame practical, margin height is also done in, scrolling is going on, we can off the scrolling, align, then height, and we also use width here, we didn't write it here. So we can use all of the frames here. So I don't want to increase the time span of my video, so you can do as a homework. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you.